One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kansas offense will have the football first. The Jayhawks spent basically all of last season being agonizingly close. 6 losses by 1 possession, including yet another one in the Sunflower Showdown against their rival Kansas State, who just continually vexes them. But still, you'd think K-State's on alert today, guys.
Reese, that intro was as long as the field goal that Tennant kicks to go ahead. He kicks a 51-yarder to win the football game, but always a fun show. Always a lot of passion, Jesse. And last year...
Great place to start for this offense. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Jayhawks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you have that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Kansas and K-State have been battling for well over a century, many times sort of on the fringes of the spotlight, if not completely out of it in college football. But man, when they grab center stage, you realize just how intense it is.
It's intense. It's a fun rivalry. But here's the thing. Kansas State has really dominated this rivalry. And the Jayhawks, they got to fix that. They got to get that rectified, Palmer, because the Wildcats, year after year, they're continuing to find ways to win this matchup.
And these are two great fan bases for years. And we've loved our time whenever we visit Lawrence or you visit Manhattan. The nicest fans, but they're passionate fans as well, especially when they meet up in this rivalry game.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Hands it off. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Wildcats are flying down the field. The give to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing.
Oh, a lot of space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Kansas State, number 1.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Finds his man. It's Pickett. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Grabbed over the middle, it's Pickett. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pulls it in, it's Pickett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Finding open areas. He's loose. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Lance Leipold is a 6-time national champion at the Division III level, but last season a step back for the Jayhawks as they were plagued by turnovers and close losses.
Yeah, and Jalen Daniels just needs to stay healthy. This is a guy at quarterback that when he does, and he's playing at a high level, this offense is just up and down the field. They're lighting up the scoreboard. They got to keep him healthy. He's got to be consistent. If they do that, Jayhawk fans will be cheering a lot.
Well, I think that's the thing that's fun, though. If you're a Rock Chalk Jayhawk fan now, you know you've got an exciting offense. You win a few more close games a year ago. There's no telling what that season could have been. So still a lot of reason to be excited about being a Kansas Jayhawk fan.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Jayhawks are in the hurry-up. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's...
Touchdown, Jayhawks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off-play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Edwards. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going back to the ground. Trucks through the defender. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a crease to the left. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. Using his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game.
There he goes. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And the point after is good.
That makes the score Kansas State 17.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
To advance on the football.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
The give is to Williams. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the Jayhawks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Going over the top. Makes a grab for a big play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, look, If that wasn't a touchdown, that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Well, I'll give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The Jayhawks will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, so much to break down, from a spirited start to the Sunflower Showdown between Kansas and K-State. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Whether it's Rock Chalk or Emaw, these two always deliver. As compelling an in-state rivalry as there is.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. So this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
On the move. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to return it. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he... They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. Makes him talk to the hand.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Turning it on! Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Johnson wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Oakley. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Makes the grab. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Now on the move. And he gets it out past the sticks. It'll be first down for Kansas State.
And he gets the first down, and I guess, fourth down just means I'm going for it just about every time in nowadays football.
You know, the thing with analytics, David, is that you have to be brave enough to go against what you've always thought, being sound in the kicking. Wide open spaces. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Operating in the red zone here on second down. Off the play fake. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see them kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass completion. It's first and goal.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Kansas State! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Kansas offense returns to the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Johnson looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Wildcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Got it in the middle. It's open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option. The give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. First and goal as they can just take their time and try to put this one out of reach. Johnson wants to throw it. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Let's see what they do on third down. The Wildcats take this year's Sunflower Showdown after handling the Jayhawks, and the Governor's Cup will find a home in the Little Apple. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.